They're off and running at finger legs. It's a good start for Thin Legs and Bonfire Diva, and these two blaze out for the front end. Georgie's Ladies off the pace today in third, 2.5, 3 lengths off the lead. A length and a half to Diva Banker emerges in fourth, and 2 lengths to Jackson Avenues in the fifth and trailing position. Half mile to go, and it's Thin Legs and Bonfire Diva still first and second. Georgie's Ladies towards the inside in third. Diva Banker with an early move on the outside up into a joint third, 2 lengths off the lead, and a gap of about 5 lengths to Jackson Avenue, who's at the back of the pack. 2.5 furlongs to go. Thin Legs, Bonfire Diva, and Diva Banker, who's had the run of the race, circling up to the outside, 3 wide in the clear. Georgie's Ladies will try and skim the inside in fourth as they turn into the home stretch. Diva Banker, Thin Legs, the gray in the 2-path. Georgie's Ladies at the fence, and Jackson Avenue starts to wind up from the back of the pack. 1 furlong to go. It's Thin Legs on top by 3. Over Jackson Avenue is on the stand side, but Thin Legs had enough. Thin Legs wins the opener of Finger Legs. Jackson Avenue rallies for second. Diva Banker third. Georgie's Ladies fourth. Race at Finger Legs. No show, no trifecta, no superfecta wagering due to the scratch of the number 1. Motown Annie. In the gate. And they're off. It's our girl Faith who fires out for the lead. In Traffic tugging at the jockey in second. Holiday Jazz settles in third, also a little bit rank. And Quiet Horizons at the tail of the field as they take on that first turn. Our girl Faith has made the front and tries to slow it down. The lead's a length and a half. In Traffic, still reined in by the jockey in second, a length and a half off the lead. Another length and a half to Holiday Jazz in third, is about a length in front of Quiet Horizon, who's in the fourth and trailing position. As they transition to the backstretch, it's Our Girl Faith on top. The lead's a length over In Traffic and the white blinkers stalking in second. Holiday Jazz, an early move on the outside. We got the top 3 across the track now, up the backstretch, and Quiet Horizons fourth and trailing at about 3.5, 4 lengths off the lead. They run to the half-mile pole. Our Girl Faith in Traffic as Holiday Jazz repelled to this point in time in third, 2 lengths off the lead, and then 3.5 lengths to Quiet Horizon, who trails the field. On to the far turn, 3 furlongs from the winning line. In Traffic takes over. In Traffic, Our Girl Faith back in second. Holiday Jazz attempts to rally on the outside in third, and 6 lengths back to Quiet Horizon, who's at the tail of the field as they arrive at the top of the home stretch. And it's In Traffic, who's the first to face us, comes off the turn leading by 3. Holiday Jazz bearing down on the outside second. Our Girl Faith in third. 1 furlong to go. In Traffic's lead has been reduced to a length. It's Holiday Jazz who's challenging on the outside. Holiday Jazz sticks the black blinkers in front of In Traffic at the 16th pole. It's Holiday Jazz, 3 wins in a row. In Traffic second. Our Girl Faith Junior trains. Luis Perez, the winning jockey. Bernardo Calderon bred Holiday Jazz. 220, the winning mutual. Double. They're all in the gate. Off and running in the New York Oaks. It's Mischief Lady who blazes out for the front end. Vehemente settles in second, angles to the outside a little bit. A couple lengths back to Lottie Margaret, who'll save all the ground in that first turn. And Valtellina's outside of her at the back of the pack. It's Mischief Lady who drifts out a bit wide. A little bit headstrong is Mischief Lady, but Mischief Lady has a clear lead. Let's call it 2 over Vehemente and Lottie Margaret, who are second and third, and a length and a half back to Valtellina, who's at the back of the pack as they transition to the backstretch. It's Mischief Lady who has the lead off the inside, has the lead by a length and a half. Over Vehemente and the white blinkers outside second. Lottie Margaret and Manny Franco towards the inside third, and a length back to Valtellina and Romero Mirage at the tail of the field, 3 lengths from top to bottom as they run to the half-mile pole. It's Mischief Lady on top. The lead's a length and a quarter. Vehemente's on the outside. Lottie Margaret in some tight quarters at the fence. And then a length back to Valtellina, who's at the tail of the field as they take on the far turn, 3 furlongs from the winning line. It's Mischief Lady who has the lead by a half length over Vehemente. Valtellina circles up on the outside. Lottie Margaret is towards the inside, a length and a half off the lead as they arrive at the quarter pole in the New York Oaks. It's Valtellina on the 4 wide side. Mischief Lady, Vehemente's in some tight quarters, and Lottie Margaret Margaret did get through towards the inside, and Lottie Margaret from fourth up into the lead. Voltalina is all out in second. Vehemente's on the grandstand side in third. They run to the 16th pole. It's Lottie Margaret on top by a couple lengths over Voltalina in second. It's Lottie Margaret and Maddie Franco to take the New York Oaks by 2.5 over Voltalina and Vehemente. Mischief Lady Winter. Bred Lottie Margaret. $9.20 the winning mutual. Double $14.60. Exacta. And they're off. Looks like a decent start. It's Swift Bank and 2:30 a.m. These two blitz out for the lead. Rocked Out and Gold Templar in tandem third and fourth, and a couple lengths back to Flying in Styles at the back of the pack as they race up the backstretch. 2:30 a.m. has a lead by about a length. Swift Bank in pursuit in second. Gold Templar in the clear, 3 wide in third. Rocked Out covered up along the inside in fourth, and 5 lengths back to the trailer. Flying in Style. 3 furlongs to go. 2:30 a.m. Swift Bank and Gold Templar. These three across the track with 2.5 furlongs to go. They're clear by 5 over Rocked Out, who's about 2 lengths in front of Flying in Style, who's at the tail of the field as they arrive at the top of the stretch. 2:30 a.m. will have to work for it. 2:30 a.m. skims the inside. Gold Templar is 3 wide. Swift Bank in between horses. 1 furlong to go, and it's Gold Templar with the lead. Inside the furlong marker, Gold Templars from Swift Bank and 2:30 a.m. Flying in Style late on the scene the outside. It's Gold Templar. Gold Templar holds over Flying in Style. Scott Old Sweetie. Bred Gold Templar. 16. And they're off. It's World Bank who rushes out for the front end. Goodies Girls on the outside. Heck of a bust in between those two in third. 3 parts of a length off the lead. Then 3 lengths to Red Wine and Whiskey, the outside of Echo Baby, fourth and fifth. Then we come back to Hypnotic Flares, the outside of Carol T. And 2 lengths to Enunciate, who's eighth and trailing. Goodies Girl with a slender lead over Heck of a Bust. World Bank shuffled in third, and it's Echo Baby who races in fourth and 3 lengths off of the lead. Red Wine and Whiskey is wide on the course. Carol T is picking up a spot or two into the top 5. 5.5 off the lead. Hypnotic Flare second last, and Enunciate trails the field. It's Goodies Girl on top by a length. Red Wine and Whiskey engages outside second. Carol T's on the outside in third. Echo Baby loses a spot in fourth as they turn into the stretch. It's Goodies Girl, Red Wine and Whiskey first and second. Carol T and Ortiz on the outside, bearing down in third. And Carol T, the favorites, 2.5 lengths off the lead. 1 furlong to go. Red Wine and Whiskey will have to fend off Carol T. And then in third, Goodies Girl, deep stretch. Red Wine and Whiskey. Carol T lunging late. Red Wine and Whiskey will hold over Carol T. Goodies Girl third. Echo Baby fourth. Robert Simonik. Bred Red Wine and Whiskey. 8:16.80 the winning mutual. Double 138.50. Exact. And they're off. Looks like a great start. Coach Bahi and Pot of Gold win the break and go out for the lead. Mr. Einstein's on the outside in third. Then it's Winning Drive, Kodiak Brown, and Reckless Place at the back, but only about 3.5, 4 lengths from top to bottom as they get ready to take on that first turn. It's Coach Bahi who's on top. Pot of Gold's up the inside. And then it's Mr. Einstein who's in the clear in third, a length and a half off the lead. Reckless Place tucked in along the inside in fourth. Winning Drives in fifth. And half length to Kodiak Brown, who's at the tail of the field. 6 furlongs to go. Coach Bahi has a lead over Pot of Gold in second. Mr. Einstein camped on the outside in third. And then a space of about 3 lengths back to Winning Drive is to the outside of Kodiak Brown, fourth and fifth. And Reckless Place is now at the tail of the field. 2 distinct flights, and about 5 lengths covers the lot as they run to the half-mile pole. Coach Bahi has a challenger inside and outside. Pot of Gold at the fence. Mr. Einstein on the 3 wide side, a half length off the lead. And then a space of about 6 to Winning Drive, who's in fourth. Reckless Place in fifth, and a length back to Kodiak Brown, who trails the field. About 2.5 furlongs to go. Coach Bahi still on the front end. Pot of Gold towards the rail. Mr. Einstein is next. Winning Drive is launching a rally on the outside. 4 lengths off the lead. And then 4 more lengths back to Reckless Place as they arrive at the top of the stretch. Pot of Gold gets through towards the inside. Coach Bahi tries to make it tight for him. Mr. Einstein, the blue blinkers, has every chance. Winning Drive's on the stand side. They have 1 furlong to go. Coach Bahi, Pot of Gold, Mr. Einstein. These 3 have been battling throughout as they come down to the winning line. Pot of Gold and Coach Bahi. Coach Bahi wins. I think that's a head bobber with Pot of Gold than it was Mr. Einstein. Off and running in the New York Derby. Good start for the favorite. Train the Trainer, who has the early lead. Hit the Post, splitting rivals. Buddha is outside of Hit the Post, and King's Leap takes up residency at the back of the pack as Buddha angles over towards the rail as well, as opposed to going 3 wide. It's Train the Trainer who has the lead over Hit the Post in second. Buddha is towards the inside third, and 3 lengths back to King's Leap, who trails the field. 6 furlongs to go as they angle on to the backstretch. It's Train the Trainer and Irad Ortiz Jr. on top by a half length over Hit the Post and Chris Elliott in second. A space of 3 lengths to Buddha and Lane Luzzy towards the inside third. And a length and a half to King's Leap and Luis Perez, who's at the back of the pack as they race up the backstretch. It's Train the Trainer, hounded by Hit the Post, who's on the outside in second. Buddha's in the white blinkers in third and 3 lengths off the lead. And a length back to King's Leap, who trails the field and is about 4 lengths off the lead as they make the entry into the far turn. Train the Trainer and Hit the Post still first and second. Buddha stalks in third and 4 lengths off the lead and being asked the question. And 3 parts of a length back to King's Leap, who's at the tail of the field as they got a 1/4 mile left to travel. It's Train the Trainer and Hit the Post. These 2 are inseparable as they got 3/16 to go in the New York Derby, and Train the Trainer now opens up. Train the Trainer has a lead by 2.5 lengths over Hit the Post in second, and then in third, that is King's Leap. 16th to go. It's Train the Trainer who's home free. Train the Trainer flexes his muscles to take the New York Derby by 4. Hit the Post second, King's Leap in third, and Buddha. Off and running in the Leon Reed Memorial, having to stumble at the start to Coney Road. Jack and Bernie drifting out very wide and going out for the lead. Looms Boldly is in second as it's Pandemic Hero outside third. Ladies Golden Guy in fourth, a gap of 3. Factually Correct in fifth. Then in sixth is Rotney towards the inside. One of the grays, Z-Bear, is next. 4 lengths to Coney Road, who is in eighth. Second last, Crypto Causeway, and 3 lengths to Newport Bridge, who brings up the rear. Jack and Bernie leads this group into the turn, leads by a half length. Looms Boldly challenges outside in second, a space of 6 lengths. Pandemic Hero in third, Rotney outside fourth. Ladies Golden Guy saves all the ground in fifth, and 3 lengths back to Z-Bears, 2 lengths in front of Factually Correct. Crypto Causeways in eighth, to Coney Roads in ninth as they turn into the stretch. Jack and Bernie shrugs off Looms Boldly in upper stretch. Jack and Bernie opens up by 3 over Looms Boldly. Rotney down the center of the course in third. Ladies Golden Guy is in fourth. 1 furlong to go. Jack and Bernie, Cruz goes to work on him. Jack and Bernie has a lead by 3. Rotney's on the outside, and then it's also Newport Bridge who's exploding late. Crypto Causeway towards the inside. Jack and Bernie, Crypto Causeway. That's a very close photo finish. $71.75, Dime Super. $246.90. And they're off. Not a good start at all for finalists who's last. It's Gimme the Money who barrels out for the lead. New York Riesling displaying speed in second. Can't Beat Me towards the inside in third. And then it's Old Man Winter races in fourth. Gandy Dancing fifth. And then about 6 or 7 lengths to finalists who brings up the rear. New York Riesling on top. Can't Beat Me up the inside second. Gimme the Money is in third. A length and a half, 2 off the lead. It's Old Man Winter in some tight quarters. Gandy Dancing 3 wide now up into fourth. Old Man Winter shuffled fifth. And then about 8 lengths to the trailer, and that is Finalist. 2.5 furlongs to go. Can't Beat Me. And New York Riesling are first and second. Gandy Dancing nudged a pun in third, 3 lengths off the lead. Old Man Winter towards the inside. Give Me the Money's in between horses as they reach the top of the stretch, and it's Can't Beat Me who cuts the corner and opens up by 4 lengths. New York Riesling is all out. Old Man Winter up into second, but still 4 lengths off the lead of Can't Beat Me. Can't Beat Me past the 16th pole, has got a big lead. Can't Beat Me victorious. Old Man Winter holds second, I think, over Gandy Dancing. Or a Monday. Next live racing day tomorrow, Tuesday. First post at about 1 p.m. From high atop. Well, one final note. Tuesday's program is available online at fingerlakesgaming.com. From high atop the roof here at Finger Lakes Gaming and Racetrack, this is your track announcer, Bill Downs, signing off. Have a tremendous evening. Fourth.